staring weird. When you first get a journal, the first thing you want to write about is gratitude. Just start there. Start with something just like that, gratitude, because gratitude is the core of what you need to understand and process. A lot of these things sound very normal and simple to people, but that is like the core of what you should be doing psychologically, being grateful for everything that you have. Like, isn't it crazy that, not to jab at you guys, but when's the last time that you thank your lungs for breathing? If you can't breathe, you can't live. Your lungs can just turn off. It's its own being. All these things inside of you are their own thing. Your mind is just coordinating everything together, and it's giving you the illusion of all you. But all these things are like their own being. You feel me? You have to thank them for their hard work, keeping you alive. Be grateful for that. I try, but I feel like I lose motivation to do it. Yeah, a lot of things, when you start new things, it's hard to stay disciplined to do it. Like, even with meditation, I started doing it and I would take like weeks off. But as time went on and I started to realize that it felt good and it was working, even if I had to just convince myself, which I didn't really have to do because I noticed I have like psychological issues. I had psychological issues, but now I don't feel them almost at all. But you just have to put in the work to get it to stick. Even if you got to play a character, I found that it's easier for me because I can role play whatever I do. So, I like Death Note and stuff. So just the idea of having a notebook just feels like it adds to like my whole character. Like, this just feels like a movie to me. So you got to turn your life into a movie and experience for yourself, and take pride in everything that you do for yourself, and realize that you're investing in your future. That's the main thing. Realize that you're investing in yourself. But write about gratitude first, planet, or plane. Gratitude, and then you build from there. When you have your destiny and your vision in your head, start talking about your goals every day, the emotions that you keep experiencing, the thoughts that you keep looping through, and dissect them logically, and flip them around and learn to reprocess your thoughts as something else. What I mean by that is, you're always going to have thoughts that translate to feelings, and it's like a back and forth thing. You got to learn how to rewire your thoughts. Like, instead of me saying, why nobody want to talk to me, am I a loser? Instead of me saying that, I'm like, oh, well, some people just don't want to connect to me because they don't understand me, and they fear what that would mean for them in their social ecosystem. Like how when I dated this girl when I was younger, she told her parents that I wasn't Christian, and she said, oh, well, my mom said I can't date you anymore because you're not Christian. But that wasn't, at first I saw it as like a bad thing. It was annoying, but now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, that makes sense, because in her social ecosystem, it would be hard for her to introduce me to that without the fear of being ostracized for her. And ostracization is very scary for people. It scares us because that we're social creatures. We want to be connected. So you got to understand that. But I rewired my thoughts to see that. Green, he said, like when your nose is clogged when you're trying to sleep and you remember all the nights yes, Green, you like, damn. Or for me, I always get like mouth sores because I have a sensitive mouth. So whenever like I can't eat spicy foods or just normal food like chocolate, I'm like, damn, I'm so grateful for all the times when my mouth doesn't hurt. Or I rarely get sick, but I got sick for the first time in like a few years, a few months ago, and I was like, I can't believe I can't breathe out my nose. It was crazy to me. I was like, wow. But I was grateful for all the times that, I could breathe out my nose, so it didn't hit as hard. But you always think about stuff like that when you don't have it. So just think about it day to day. So if something does happen, you was grateful for when you have it. I need to get some water. Yeah, go get some water, bro. Yeah, Miracle, thank you for last night, Miracle W. But you guys got to start journaling. Miracle, a big thing that I say, if you want to make something a habit, man, put it by you. Like, I'm blessed to have my desk now. At first, I didn't have a desk with like dressers, but now I do, and I can just put all my journals and stuff in here. But I also have a nightstand by my bed. I gotta help the quote out. W quote. If you have a nightstand or just anything beside your bed, if you don't have anything beside your bed, just put it on the ground beside your bed, by your shoes before you, or your slides before you put on your slides, so you can see it. And at least, miracle, you don't have to write no fucking paragraph. Some days I'm just so, like, even now, somewhat, not recently, but sometimes I'm just so tired and drained that I don't feel like even meditating for that long. I probably meditate for like 5 minutes, 2 minutes or some shit, and journal like 2 sentences or 1 sentence. You feel me? But it's not about how much you do. It's just about showing up for whatever you want for yourself. And I know how good this shit feels for me. So I'm at least putting like 1 sentence, like, so I can keep building up that muscle memory over time. That's why I say at least try to do this shit for 66 days, bro. At least, like, just push through it, bro, no matter what. But start with small things. Like, once you start doing shit like this, like, you probably don't have like a bunch of habits, bro. Well, you know, you probably have a bunch of habits, but not purposeful. But what you want to do is get a purposeful habit, something that you can see. So something that you want for yourself and that you are doing on purpose. And I say journaling is one of the best things to start with, that and meditation. I know meditation is even a bit more harder, but I try to give you guys the app and stuff that to make it a bit easier. But you want to start with shit just like this, so you can start to see how your brain works. So it's like, oh wait, now I don't even realize I'm writing in my shit every day. I just do it. I got like stats of these hoes now. But after a while of showing up, you start to, shit gets easier and easier. But that's why I tell y'all, don't start too much stuff at once though. Don't try to start too many habits at once. Like, don't wait. Don't, like, what happens is most men, or even women too, I don't know, I haven't really asked them though, but most men have got that jerk of like of energy where they wake up where like at 3 a.m. or some shit, they be like, okay, I gotta grind, I gotta get on my shit. And they say I'm gonna work out, do all kinds of stuff, and they try to do all this stuff to change their life, and they burn out because you just not built for that shit yet. You want to equip the sword, but they just not equipped for that shit yet. You gotta build slowly. Like, so the first thing I would do is start with a habit like journaling, right? And as you build your habits up, you that 3 a.m. motivation be something else. As you build your habits up, it gets easier and easier because you get stronger and stronger. Like me, now I feel like a god because this shit is like child's play to me. Like, everything that I want is like child's play because I understand how to get there. I understand that it just literally just takes my time. It literally just takes investment of time. Like, you can do anything. You just gotta remember that shit. Shit, sometimes I keep my journals in my bed so when I wake up I see it. Yeah, just try to keep the things that mean a lot to you close as possible. Or at least for me, I don't have anything on my nightstand. So, but I keep my journal at the couch desk. So when I sit on the couch in the morning, it's right in front of me. It's right there in front of me. Right there in front of me. I come to my desk. It's right here in front of me. Even this stuff, like the stuff that I'm doing for strength, like my sword and shit, I brought it up over here so I can, like, you know, because I like to play a character, bro. It's fucking fun, you know, and it keeps me motivated. Like, I am gonna build a fucking castle, and I am gonna fucking have all kinds of shit going on in my life, and it's all gonna be around my aesthetic, and it's gonna be really fucking interesting because it's like, damn, this dude followed his dreams and accomplished everything, and it's cool as fuck. So I don't know, you just gotta like make this shit cool as fuck for you. Build your character, bro. Like, you like playing games. I don't know if you guys like playing like video games and shit, but don't you love like having a cool ass character? Take that kind of pride in your real character. Like, this is your actual character. Hell yeah, I am going to build a castle. Yeah, I am going to build a fucking castle. A lot of them. I want to build a lot of fucking castles. I feel like a game character every day. Yeah, that's how you should feel. You are a game character. This is a fucking game. And A lot of people mess up with that because they think game means not serious. Why do you think we made up the word game? That's like one of the most important things to us. It's entertainment. Even when people hunt, like like traditional tribes, they turn that shit into a fucking game, bro. And like, all right, if you can hunt all these, you become a man. You feel me? It's a game of becoming a man for the tribe, or even shamans. Like, bro, you do this shit, you good. But you got to take pride in your character, and you do that by doing the basics first. You got to do the basics. Everybody want to be rich and famous and shit, and everybody want life to be all good, but they don't understand the basics of like what makes all shit like that possible, bro. And a lot of people get mad at kids who grow into that like that. You feel me? Because they like, oh, it's too easy for them. And a lot of times it is, and they fail and they lose all their money. It's the reason why I think like 90% of second gen rich kids go broke, because the grind that it takes to get rich is not easily done unless you got like those basics mastered, bro. And it's hard to keep up with shit like that if you don't have that. So a lot of people who don't get that, they can't stay rich because it's like, how do you do it, Papa? How do you do it, Mom? But they didn't teach them, you know. So that's something to think about too. If you serious about this shit, master this shit. So you have kids or something, or you have friends, you can teach them too. Like, you ain't gotta force them to try to convert into our community. But this philosophy, this shit hard. This shit fire as fuck. If you can start to see yourself in that kind of light, sky's the limit, bro. Like, I don't get tired of building my character. We're all obsessed with with ourselves. It's natural. We can only know ourselves. I love myself, so I'm gonna build my character out to accomplish all my dreams. I want my fucking castle. I want my giant fucking castle. I want that shit. You feel me? So I'm gonna do whatever it takes. You know, I want my fucking girlfriend or my wife sitting by my throne in a fucking cool ass chair, or just like a dinner table with giant chairs, bro. Come on, bro. What would you classify Illuminism as? I would, if I had to break it down into its particles, I would say Stoicism, transhumanism, Hermeticism, balancing the dark triads with the good,